I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It's your girl Nats and I hope everyone is happy, healthy and doing okay. Today's video is going to be a little different of an update from what I have been doing for the past, I think, 25 weeks, where I ask myself some questions and I answer them so that you guys can come along with me during the weeks of my pregnancy. But at this point, I have not picked up the camera in 4 weeks to film an update, and so much stuff has happened since then. So I can tell you guys a summary of what's been happening over the last 4 weeks and like closing out the second trimester of my pregnancy and heading into the third and the last trimester of my pregnancy, which means that it is home stretch time. We're about to have a baby. So let's jump right into the video. How far along am I right now filming this and talking to you guys today? I am 29 weeks and 5 days pregnant, so I am officially out of the second trimester and officially in my third trimester, and in 2 days I'll be 30 weeks pregnant, which basically means we are running the last lap of this baby journey. It is insane because I feel as if March was just 2 days ago, and then all of a sudden we're in October, nearing the end of me having a baby, and it is just it's a lot. It's exciting and it's just surprising at this point. I can't believe that the time has flown by so far, but that is what we are dealing with. In terms of baby's development, baby is developing so healthy, so strong, and so big. This baby is measuring now at every single appointment that we have been to in the past 4 weeks. He is measuring a week ahead of his gestational age. So like I said, today I'm 29 weeks 5 days, and we did go to the doctor today. Actually, I had my prenatal appointment earlier, and the baby is measuring at 30 weeks and 5 days, so exactly 1 week ahead of the actual gestational age that we have been following. So he's growing healthy. As for me and my stats, I am gaining weight. I feel as if I am so much bigger, so much heavier, but it is a part of growing a whole human being, so I am getting used to the fact. Plus we're almost at the end, so nothing matters anymore but delivering a happy, healthy, doing okay baby, you know what I mean, Magnificent style. Over the course of 4 weeks, of course, a lot of good things would have happened, so let's jump into the good things because we love good news, right? For the most part, everything has been good, especially with myself and the baby. We did get to do our fetal screening at I think 27 weeks pregnant was when I did that, and the fetal screening is similar to that of the anatomy scan in the US at 20 weeks. That is what they refer to as the fetal screening ultrasound here in Japan, so I did get to do that. Baby is looking healthy, as I said. There has been no problems found. He has 4 chambers of heart. His stomach is doing well. His heart vein, they looked into his brain development and all of that stuff, and everything came back perfect. So we thank God for the good news. And what else happened? We have had many doctors visit over the past 4 weeks, because at this stage in my pregnancy I'm now going to the doctor twice every month, so every 2 weeks. And then once I hit 36 weeks, I'll be going into see the doctor every single week. So that is the stage of at which I am at right now. And at the at the appointments, everything seems to do well. The doctors are a bit concerned about my weight gain, but to be honest, they're just comparing me to that of the Japanese standard of weight gain, and I am not Japanese. I don't have Japanese blood, I don't have Japanese body, and I definitely do not eat Japanese food, or the type of food that the Japanese persons eat. So I think that they're just judging me, incorrectly. Maybe not incorrectly, but I think they're judging me based on the Japanese standards, which does not necessarily apply to me. For me, as long as I'm in the range of the American recommendation for weight gain, as long as I'm staying in that department, I'm trying to not freak out about it, which I am. So I am not entirely freaking out about it, I don't think it's a major concern. It's just that I do not like gathering all of these pounds on my body. It's my first time and it's a lot to get used to, so that's a little tough, but we're dealing with it. So at this point, all is well with me and baby. As for worst things that happened throughout the course of the last 4 weeks, was just a lot of anxiety surrounding my weight, because like I said, the doctors have been kind of putting pressure on my weight gain. Yeah, they've been telling me, cut down on this, cut down on that, don't eat too much fruits, eat less rice, stuff like that, which of course I know carbs are not good for you, but when you live in a country like Japan, rice is the only thing I eat, to be honest, and a little bit of potato and stuff like that. So yeah, I am cutting down on my carb intake, though. I am taking their advice. It's just that the pressure that they have been putting on me to like don't gain any more weight is kind of ridiculous, because I am still actively growing a human being, which means I will be putting on more weight and I have to nourish my body. What am I going to do? Starve myself? If I feel hungry, I need to eat. It's not as if I am eating mindlessly. I'm not just eating because of eating sake. I eat because I'm hungry, and if that means I put on weight, then so be it. The baby is measuring a week big, so I'm assuming that that extra week's weight is adding on to everything that's going on and stuff like that. So yeah, the weight thing has been a bit of a bummer, but I am slowly getting over it, and at this point I'm eating what I want, because it's just 10 more weeks to go, and then I don't have to worry about this stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Another thing that has been happening is the symptoms that come along with pregnancy as the weeks go by. Right now, I am in super duper pelvic pain. Like the bottom half of my body, my groin, it doesn't work. My legs, they don't work. My hand, my wrist, they don't work. I have pregnancy carpal tunnel at this point, and I was saying to my husband, like, never did I ever thought that when I was in school, doing business, because my education degree is in the business field, never did I think that while I was learning about carpal tunnel by typing and all of that stuff, it didn't cross my mind that I wouldn't get carpal tunnel by actually doing things like that puts a strain on your wrist for you to catch or develop carpal tunnel. But pregnancy would have been the thing that caused me to have carpal tunnel. So I do have carpal tunnel. My wrist and my hands, they barely function. I have to rest my hand on my stomach till I hold dishes or anything that I'm doing with my hand, because it just will, I feel as if it's going to drop off. Even right now, it's like paining me so hard. So that is something that I have been dealing with over the past like 3 weeks at this point. It really started off with my fingers being numb. So I woke up one morning and my fingers felt as if there were pins and needles in there. That pins and needles feeling that you get. That's how it felt. And then when that worn out, my fingers started feeling numb, so I couldn't do this as good as I'm doing it now. It was so tensed up and just had that pins and needle feeling, and then it developed into a straight pain that starts like right here and then goes up. So yeah, my doctor said that is pregnancy carpal tunnel, and unfortunately there is nothing I can do to remedy that. delivering a baby will majorly fix all of these problems that I'm feeling. But she did recommend that I could buy a wristband to help support it and keep it together so it doesn't feel that painful. I haven't gotten around to that yet because I haven't been to Daiso yet. So when I go there, I'll be sure to get one of those. But the pains that I have been feeling in my pelvic floor and my legs, they are ridiculously insane. I hop and wobble around all day, every day, and I am not super big, which I am grateful for. I'm glad that I'm not carrying a very big stomach because I'm short, and I just don't know how, you know, a big stomach would, I don't know how that would get in the way of me just trying to do things, you know, being very big and very short. I don't know. So I thank God that I'm carrying smaller, and I'm not worried because my baby inside is bigger than he needs to be at this point. So I'm not worried about that. But the pelvic pains, if I am sitting, for example, I'm sitting on right here. If I am to get up, it takes me at least 10 seconds to get up, first of all. And I cannot get up without making a noise. You know, like a grandma who have to like press down, like you have to have a support, and then you need to like press down in order to get up. That is me these days. That the pain is ridiculous. I think it's known as round ligament pain in the pregnancy world. It's crazy. My butt hurts, my hoo-ha hurts, my groin hurts, my leg hurt, like every single where hurts. It is not fun, and some days it is more intense than the other. So some days I am fine just wobbling around and the pain is not intense, but then there are other times when it is so intense that my husband has to help me walk. And yeah, it's been ridiculous. If you have had these symptoms when you were pregnant, like if you were having pains in your pelvic floor and all of that stuff, comment down below so that I don't feel, you know, too left out. Give me some encouragement. Tell me if there's any exercise that I can do to feel better down there, because trust me, it is not good and it's super uncomfortable. In terms of symptoms that I have been experiencing too over the final weeks of my second trimester is having the cold and flu symptoms, and this is something that I have touched on over many weeks of my pregnancy updates. Is just telling you guys that my immune system has become a shit show, to be honest. I get sick so easily and all the time. Before pregnancy, I would get sick, or I could get easily sick, but it was never as much as I am getting sick now. I feel as if every day I wake up, I'm sneezing, I have a runny nose, I am stuffy, stuff like that, and it is not comfortable, might I just add, you know, because I have to be out every day. It's not like I am inside my house and I can just be sick at home. I am out every day. I'm teaching students, and especially in a time like this with the thing going around. We all know of that thing that is going around. I do not want to mention it in my video because I don't want any issues with monetization and any of that stuff, but we all know what's in the air at this point. And you know, if you have a cold, or if you're sneezing, or if you know you're stuffy or anything, people start giving you the side eye, and I just cannot take the attention. I already have so much attention on me here in Japan, being a foreigner, being the foreigner in school that is pregnant, the ALT in school that's pregnant, the black ALT in school that's pregnant. The only woman in the school that's pregnant right now, as far as I know, is me. So being around the students and the teachers all day, every day, and just not feeling well, having to sneeze, having to deal with a runny nose and all of that stuff, it's just not comfortable. It's awkward for me because I just know that eyes are on me, and because I'm pregnant, it makes it worse because they might think I'm sick and, you know, ask questions, and just a bag of things that I do not like to deal with. So that has been very difficult. At my appointment today, I did ask the doctor for something to help me control all of this because it's getting really out of hand and there's no remedy here. As for tablets that I can take over the counter, I have not done near enough research to find out what is safe to take, as in over-the-counter cold and flu medications here in Japan. I do have safer ones that I could take if I was in Jamaica. I have some of them, but I do not want to finish them in pregnancy and then have nothing else, you know, for before I get another care package from Jamaica. So I have to be careful of that. So I did bite the bullet and ask my doctor to prescribe me something that I can use or take to relieve my cold symptoms that's happening. So hopefully those work and I will start to feel better. As for my cravings and aversions, I am really craving Burger King burgers. I feel as if the majority of this pregnancy I have been craving burgers, and I do not know why, but burgers just always sounds like a good thing to eat all day every day. I haven't been having a lot of it because Burger King is quite far from where I live, or not really far, but it does take a bit more effort than you'd want to take on a regular basis to get the burger. So I haven't been giving into that craving. I hope I don't mark this kid. In my culture, if you didn't know, they say that when you crave something and you don't eat it and you like scratch, it's a possibility for your baby to develop a birthmark. I am not sure how factual that is, but that is what they say in my culture. So I'm just here like, I hope this kid does not come out with burger marks all over him. Yeah, as a matter of fact, my mom said my birthmarks are related to her wanting burger. And so it brings me back to think about my mom and when she was pregnant with me, because she also craved a lot of burgers and ate a lot of burgers when she was pregnant with me, and here I am just wanting burgers. I don't think I've been craving much of anything else. I have been eating well. I have been eating well throughout all of the pregnancy so far. As you guys would have known, I didn't suffer through morning sickness or any aversion of food and stuff like that. So my eating has been relatively good, and my cravings, like something that I really want to eat, is just burgers right now. Otherwise, I want all the food there is. And aversions, I really didn't have much aversions, but sometimes depending on the day, what type of day I'm having, the time of day it is, some things might sound a little gross to me. Not gross in the sense that I absolutely do not want to eat it, take it away from me, but it just sounds as something I do not want to indulge in at the moment, which I wouldn't call that an aversion. So for me, aversions would be something that I am disgusted by and I never want to eat it, and every time I think about it, hear about it, or see it, I am throwing a fit because of how disgusting and gross it is. That is what I label as aversion. But if I'm not feeling for a particular food in a particular time or for a particular week, I do not label that as aversion. So that is why I say I don't have an aversion to anything. But there are some things that obviously I do not want to eat at certain given points, depending on, as I said, the type of day I'm having, the time of day as well, and stuff like that. As for movement, the baby is going crazy. Baby Flex is living up to the name of Flex because, oh my goodness, the movements are out of this world. He moves like crazy, and I have reached to the point where I can figure out his routine. So I know when he's awake, I know when, you know, he's sleeping, I know what time of day to expect, like a big play session for hours, and I know the time of day when he is typically, you know, just chill and sleeping or just chilling out. So for right now, he goes off in the morning just before I wake up to go to work, which is like 6 a.m. Sometimes I'll start to feel him moving because the movements are so strong these days that it actually wakes me up, to be honest, because you're feeling something kick you, like it feels as if something is walking underneath your body while you're in bed. So they are strong enough for them to wake me up. So I do feel him in the earlier times of the morning, and then once I'm up and getting ready to go to work, I don't feel him anymore until around midday time is when he gets awake. I don't know if it's because it's food time, following his mama and love food, and then he goes chill for a few more hours until the afternoon, like maybe when I'm back from work. like 5 o'clock, I'll feel him squirming around, but nothing like playtime. His playtime is definitely between the hours of 8 to like midnight. He goes off. He goes off, and I swear I don't know where he finds so much energy, but like for 3 hours straight he'll just be rolling and punching and all kinds of stuff for hours. And I know it's for hours because usually Adam and I would sit down and we'll put on a movie like at maybe 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and usually we wouldn't go to bed until like 12 midnight or maybe 1 a.m. and the baby would still be going even at that time. So I know that when he is up in the night, he is really up for a few hours, and that is the time that we really expect him to put on a show because that's the time we feel him the most. Yeah, it's been a very happy thing to experience with Adam because of course since the baby is bigger, not a lot of room in the womb anymore. As the baby gets bigger, the space gets tight in there, so the movements become more and more profound. So Adam has been able to get in on some movement action. We can actually look at the stomach and see when he is moving and poking around. Adam has got to put his face on my stomach and the baby would punch him, and he was like you know. And whenever we are just chilling, especially when it's nighttime, when we're just watching movies, Adam has his hand on my belly for him, you know, so that he can feel whenever the baby moves or anything. And they have a little thing where if the baby moves, Adam kind of like squish him like that. Not squish him, but you know what I mean, like play back. So the two of them would play and Adam touch. Adam does like boom boom and then he would kick and then Adam does that back, and it's as if they are playing together, you know what I mean? So it's very fun to have that experience. I must say though, even though movements are nice, not all baby movements are fun, and in fact some of them can be very painful and very uncomfortable, especially the ones where they sit on top of your bladder or in your ribs. I have a baby that loves to stay on top of my bladder and on my left side, and yeah, it is not comfortable, especially when he is sitting right on top of my down there, my the hoo-ha area, you know. Sometimes I feel this baby and I could feel a foot or some giggling all the way down here, which is right on top of my private area, and I'm like, why am I feeling that all the way down there? Aren't you supposed to be like up here in this vicinity, young man? You know, so yeah, it's not comfortable when the baby is down there, to be honest. It's a lot of rolling, plus if you have on underwear with, you know, the underwear stops right here. So when you're sitting and you have the baby rolling down there and then your belly is in your lap, basically, it kind of feels uncomfortable. It feels as if you're squeezing the baby because you're feeling all of this movement and it's going all the way, you know, like on your thigh and stuff like that. It feels as if it's shifting your underwear lining some of the time because it's rolling, so it's not comfortable. Some of the movements when he's up here in my ribs, that is also not comfortable because I feel as if he's going to break some bones. But those are some of the things that I have been dealing with. So baby movements, yes, they are fun, but not all of them are comfortable, and I don't enjoy all of them, especially when the baby is stuck in my bladder and I need to pee every 5 seconds when I'm at school and the whole shebang. In general, I have been doing well in the emotion department. I am mostly happy and just buying all this stuff and preparing our home and preparing our hearts to welcome baby Flex. At this point, there has not been many room for, you know, anxiety. As the weeks go by in pregnancy, it gets better. So if you are a person that is pregnant and you're struggling to like be okay with the fact that you are pregnant, I can tell you it does get better, because in the beginning of my pregnancy, if you watch the other updates, you would have known that I didn't always feel my best self in terms of emotions. I had a lot of anxiety, stuff like that. They were causing me stress. But now I feel as if I'm in a good place and we are just waiting. I was going to say ready and waiting, but while we are ready in terms of we have stuff for him, we are not ready in the sense of stuff being in place. His clothes, I just finished filming a clothing haul, and all of his clothes are right here. I need to start doing laundry. I need to start organizing all of the clothes into his drawers. We need to start building baby furniture such as the stroller, the bassinet, all of that. None of that stuff is done, so we are not ready, but we are preparing, and that is the most important part at this point. Since I'm 30 weeks, we really need to put things into gear and start doing all of that stuff before baby's here, and then we have nothing set up. And that is going to be the main focus going forward. And now is the time to start looking out for anything labor signs related, because like I said, we're in the home stretch and it is almost baby time. It is almost go time. So that is all the updates I have for you guys of what's been happening over the past 4 weeks. I hope that you guys are not mad that I did not put out a weekly video, but as a matter of fact, I did want to use this opportunity to tell you that this will be the start of just a roundup kind of video instead of doing it on a weekly basis, because I am filming other content for my channel. It is not just the baby updates. So to sit down and have to film the baby updates plus film at least 2 other videos in the week, being 8 months pregnant, it is kind of getting tiresome. I thought I could manage in terms of getting it done. I feel as if I could get it done, but at the same time, I do not want to overwork myself. I don't feel drained or anything, but I don't want to overwork myself in terms of having to put out a weekly update. I want to also put out the other content that you guys are here on my channel to see. So what I'll be doing is giving you a round up since I am entering my 3rd trimester. Once I reach about 35 weeks pregnant, I'll be putting up another pregnancy update to catch you guys up on what's been happening in the beginning stages of my 3rd trimester. And then once I hit like 37 weeks pregnant, I'll start to film clips here and there of time leading up towards the birth of baby Flex. And then I want to do a birth vlog so that you guys can see when I go into labor and the delivery of our beautiful little son, and then the name reveal and all of that stuff. So that is the plan for right now. So I hope that you guys are excited. I am excited. Adam is excited. We cannot wait to get this show on the road, and I look forward to having you guys here for the journey. If you are new, please consider subscribing. I am going to be doing a lot of motherhood content, baby content, homemaking content, and just regular lifestyle content. So if that is something that is up your alley, of course hit the subscribe button, like this video if you did, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. Oh, I didn't show you guys a shot of my belly at this point. I don't remember how my belly looked in the last update. That would have been my 25-week update. So let us see if you guys can spot a difference. If you think that there is a difference in terms of belly size based on the last video and this one, comment down below, because I don't know, I feel as if my belly does not get super big. But yeah, this may be the wrong type of clothing to give you guys the example of what the belly is looking like, but it's a dress and I cannot lift it up. But this is what we have here. This is from the side. Hope you guys can see clearly from the front, and then from this side. In the camera it does look big, but I swear I'm not big. I'm not big. And sometimes I say, you know, for 7 months pregnant, 7 going 8 months pregnant, I'm really small in terms of the belly size. But like I said, I don't mind. And that is it, you guys. And no, I'll definitely see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.